Good morning, and thank you for joining us for our latest session of Solutions for Success. My name is Jonathan Hamilton, and I'm the president at Point Alliance. Our topic today is Microsoft Lists. Some of you may be aware of Lists, some of you may not, but it is a great tool now accessible to you through Microsoft 365. That helps you track information and organize your work. There are a number of ready-made templates that you can leverage to quickly start your lists. They're accessible online or within Teams. And again, backed by Microsoft SharePoint, there is overall Microsoft 365 security that allows you to manage the access to this content. But without stealing his thunder, we are lucky enough today to be joined by John Zeri, Microsoft 365 architect and specialist. And he will provide you with a little more information about what Microsoft lists are, how you can leverage them, and how you can get started. So John, I'll let you take it away.
Good morning, Jonathan. Thanks very much for introduction, and welcome everyone to our March edition of the Solution for Success education series. And Jonathan mentioned we're going to be talking about Microsoft Lists today. So again, our goal is that every month bring to your attention great products available again, and kind of show you how you can take advantage of it as part of the your licenses. So again, just our agenda, a quick introduction, tell you a little bit about Microsoft List, and slide on the Microsoft List versus SharePoint List that existed for many years, live demo, and what to expect in the near future to be included in Microsoft List. So a little bit about Point Alliance. Again, Point Alliance, Microsoft Gold partner, specialized in Teams, SharePoint, Dynamics 365, Endpoint Manager, Power BI, and again, we do lots of the custom dev work as well. Again, my name is John Zeri. I'm a CEO with the Point Alliance. You can find me on the LinkedIn, and if you have any question afterward, please feel free to email me. So what is Microsoft List? So Microsoft List is a Microsoft 365 app that help you track information, organize work. Again, lists are was made to be simple, easy to use, and flexible, and that's the key to the whole thing. And that's one of the part of the initiative of the Microsoft, just making sure that the tools are intuitive, is accessible through the many different mediums, again, desktop, web, or mobile, and let people, team members, collaborate easily. And again, Microsoft List was officially launched last August 2020, and again has been received very well by clients. So we're going to just highlight a few items about List and why is it a great tool to use. Again, start quickly, and there are a bunch of templates available out there. It's easy to track and manage that what you're working on in place, and easily shared, again, internally and externally. So if working with the group of people that it could be your internal staff or external, that List works very well. Again, keeping everybody in sync. And again, one of the things I like about List is that I can go to one location and I see all my lists, and so I don't have to go jump from one site to another one and so on. So just make it easy and to set up the rules and reminders and comments, and again, all about collaboration and ease of use. Depends on the list you create. Again, it's very flexible, because the lists come in the pre-made templates currently, so you can use it using a calendar, grid, gallery, or the custom view you want to build. And you can customize that how you want to see the information. And of course, just like any other Microsoft tools, you can add automation with a Power Platform, so you can use it that extend your information with the Power apps and customize your workflow and with the Power Automate. So again, just great on that aspect. Microsoft List versus SharePoint List. Again, SharePoint List has been around for a while, but one of the things is that is different. A couple of things that differentiate the list with the SharePoint is that, again, with the SharePoint was web, right? So you access through web, but the Microsoft List is more flexible and more cross platform and organizational too. So again, as I mentioned, could be any device or could be anyone between internal and external. While SharePoint lists are more of the data, Microsoft lists are also include certain social interaction aspect that, again, that how you can integrate the Microsoft list into your Microsoft Teams and collaborate with people. And so that's important going on that aspect. So that said, we're just gonna jump right into to our demo today, and I'm gonna show you all this thing live. So I'm just gonna bring my browser over. To get access to Microsoft List is you can do it different ways. Again, using the app launcher, you can look at all your apps, and you will see that will show on be part of one of the apps that you have. So I'm gonna go to the list here, and what I can see here, I have currently two lists. I have an issue tracker and an asset manager. And again, to create a new list, it is very easy. You click on the new list on the top. You can either create it from a blank list, create it from Excel, or select it for one of these templates. Currently, there are only 8 templates available, but within coming soon will be more templates, and also you can create your own custom templates for your organization that the team members can use those as a starting point to the task they need to do. Again, the 8 templates are very useful, and I can imagine can be used for any organization. Issue tracker, employee onboarding, event itinerary, asset manager, recruitment tracker, travel request, work progress tracker, and the content scheduler. And these are all great. So again, it depends on the function. If you're marketing, probably want to use a content scheduler. If you're working with the infrastructure team, you want to do an asset manager. You putting up events with the event itinerary. So what we're gonna do, we can just select any of those things. So we can create an asset manager right now, and you can see, give you a sample of it, what's gonna look like. You can even have a photos, asset tags, a status, and a manufacturer. And I say, okay, I like that template. Then you can browse through this thing, so get an idea of what you're trying to create and what type of information will capture. So we're going to create on the asset manager and use this template. So we're gonna give a name. So solution for success asset manager, and go from there. Again, you can give it a color to the icon you want to choose, and also change the icon if you choose to. And where do you want to save it to? So again, because I initiated this one from list, it's going to be as part of my OneDrive and SharePoint. So that, but if I want it, I can also kind of push it to the different locations, and you can see I can save it to the teams that I have. So I'm just going to say my list for now, and I show you how that will work. And we create this. So again, very simple. You can see how quickly this got created, all formatted. So again, you have all those information that you have here to manage this, to create a new asset. Again, you go on top. You can see the nice thing about this is all formatted and ready for you. And of course, you want to make any changes, we can change it right from a designer, but so I can add a photo, I can add a tag here. So let's just say 292. I don't have a, and again, statuses you can see available. So again, those can change. manufacturer could be Microsoft, and model, I'm gonna say Surface Pro laptop. And again, we can put a serial number, purchase date, we bought it, so just March 1st. And so on. And you can current owner, and again, because this is connected to your Azure Active Directory, you can pick up the names of the person and who was the last person who used it. And these are all great information. You can attach like an invoice if you want to for the warranty purposes, and just save this. And I did not need to add a $sign. And again, this information is there, so it's great. And I can go add the next item and so on. So again, just an easy way to collaborate with the people. And I can mark this favorite. And if I go back to my list again, you can see the all would be here, that the one we created today. So again, we can customize it, we can share it. So if you want to share it, it's very easy. So I can say I want to share this one with other people here in our organization. I can grant access to that list. So when they go to their list, they will see that. And also I have an option here to customize this if I want to kind of make the changes with the color. And if we go to the list, we can customize it that way. The other way that you can use Microsoft List and is that between Microsoft Teams. So I'm gonna go open Teams here. So there are multiple ways to kind of implement a list inside a team or a channel. So if I go to the my demo here, I go to general, what I can do, I can add a plus here like that, and I say I want to add my list. And once I add a list here, I'm going to save this. And again, we're going to add an existing list. And what I need to do, just share the link here. So we're going to go back to my list, the asset manager. And again, that list is getting added to our general channel of the demo team. Again, when you create a list, you can create it from the list menu. You can create it from the teams, or you can create it within the SharePoint if you want to. So if I go here now and I create a list, I can also create a new one if I choose to right from here. Sorry, let me see what's happened here. Yes, I know it was some difficulty yesterday, but maybe I didn't need to put the whole URL. So the other way, you can also add a list to any channel. You can also go from the three dots on the left menu, right? So you got the dots here. What you can do, you can just search for list. It will come, and again, add it to a team. So again, there are multiple ways to do this thing. You can search for channel. So let's just say this was our general channel, or I can choose a different channel. Let's just use my demo one here that I have. So demo, again, I have a couple of channels within the demo. I choose general or budget. Again, I can add that and set up a tab there for this. And when I do this thing, I have a choice of either create a new list or add an existing list. So when I go create a list, again, the same idea. I have access to this template, issue tracker, onboarding, and those things. And they are constantly adding more to it. And you can see in between the teams, we have a couple of additional templates as well. Or what I can do, I can go even from Excel. So I can go from Excel file and I'm going to upload a file here. So I'm going to go, I created this earlier. And we're going to open the Excel document. You're going to select the cells you want to include, then select the data of the table and just refresh, as easy as that. So again, there are many ways to kind of create your initial list based off the information you have in Excel, and we'll create all the columns for you with the information get imported, create it as a template, or even create a blank one. The nice thing about it, when you're creating it from here, sorry, I'm going to go back to my list again, that is all formatted already for you. So when I create a list, I don't have to worry about the formatting if I can use any of these items here that we have. So really make it very easy. The other thing you can also do, as I did not mention earlier, that from the existing list, you can also create another list. So you have a list, you can go to that existing one and just grab one of those. So again, there are many ways to do it. Also, let's just say you're in SharePoint, right? So I'm going to open my SharePoint here, SharePoint site, and go to one of the SharePoint site I have here. And if I go here and create a new list, you also get presented with this. So you can also put this one as a SharePoint site if you choose to. And again, OneDrive, Teams, all back into the SharePoint anyway. So, but this could be part of the SharePoint site, could be part of the Teams, or could be just a list that it is independent of the site or Teams that you want to share. And again, the great thing about sharing is not just internal people, it depends on your organization security setting. You can share this list externally as well. So the other thing, again, it's very important that Microsoft emphasize, it's not really a matter where you're trying to access the information. Again, we are using a web interface. You will see the same thing on a desktop, but also want to show you how that works on a mobile device. So I'm just going to open up my phone here. One thing, keep in mind, the list currently is available for the iPhone only, and they are releasing the Android version very soon, and that's on the roadmap that is coming. So on my phone, I have an app here, the list, so I can just open this. So we'll load this, and you can see I just created this solution for success asset manager a moment ago, and it is already there. And that's a great thing about that, because the traditional list that you would create within the SharePoint, you would need to go to every SharePoint site to access each of those lists. With the list to be, it's an app by itself, and be able to have a central place to go to all your lists really is a time-saving approach, and just easy to kind of review different type of information. So I can look at my asset manager, issue tracker. So I'm going to click on here. And you can see I didn't have a photo, but I can look at the information that we have here, and I can update it. I can add a new one here if I choose to. So again, it's just great. Let's just imagine this was for asset tracker. You have one of your staff going around the office, and you're going to inventory every single device you have. So I can easily go and add picture from here, enter the asset code, pick a status, who is the manufacturer, and all those things, and without having to carry my laptop necessarily. And this make it easier to even include a picture, as I mentioned. And then you can go in and add other information, perhaps things like a price or those things. Maybe those are sitting somewhere else, and one of your team member need to kind of input those information. So this really make it very easy to manage things. So let's just say if I was inventorying the phone, so what I can do here, I can take a picture of this, upload the picture. I'm gonna put a number here. And a status, you can see, I can say is in use. In this case, manufacturer. Again, we have a list of the stuff here, but I can add a choice. Very easy that you can manage that. So I'm going to choose is Apple. Model is again, you can choose a color, it doesn't matter, or dark blue. Purchase date, so you put it December of the last year. And that's it. We just add this one. Now we have the second item that is added there. You can have a picture and so on if you choose to. And if I go back down here now, and go back to my list, and you can see it's already there with the information that I entered. And just a great way to manage things. And yeah, so that's kind of give you a quick tour of this. And one more thing I want to show you also, if you create a team, for example, within the with Microsoft Teams, so I'm going to create a team. And when you create a team, and of course from Teams, you also have the templates, right? So they have done the templates. And if you look at it, like a manage a project, for example, they do have the list already included. They get approval list, OneNote, those things. So again, you can use one of those template built into Microsoft Teams, which will have lists included, and make this private. And need to be able to type today. All right, so we're going to create this one. I just want to show you this very quickly as well. So in this scenario, whoever that you give access to this Microsoft Teams will also have access to the list as well. So you don't have to individually manage the security for each of these elements within that team. So that just make it very easy to kind of collaborate and not to worry, oh, did you give access to this list or to the approval to the person? Whoever access to the Teams will also have access to those elements because they're all going to be contained within the same container here. And I'm just going to take, because we that template had a bunch of different elements, so it's creating all those things for us right now. So we can close this, and we go here is it's going to show up shortly. So what I can go here now and add the list, and it is there as an option. So we just have to wait for this to finish. It's coming. So we're going to create a list here, and we're going to call this one employee onboarding, use a template, and create. So what is important here again for your team and to be able to collaborate and work efficiently. So if I go to open my phone again, and you can see I open my phone, I go to the my list app, and you can see employee onboarding is already there. So I didn't have to go inside the Teams to find this. Again, you can always have access to all your lists from one central place, and you're not going to miss anything, or if it was a task assigned to you and so on. So all information is here, so I can create this and work description and choice and so on, add a task, complete the task, and so on. So again, that's a great feature of the Microsoft list that allow you to kind of do your job and in one central place, and also be able to collaborate with people and have a proper security in place for people to work with each other. That's it. I just gonna open up go back to PowerPoint for a second, because there's lots of excitement built around Microsoft Teams list that is coming soon. And this was announced at the Microsoft Ignite a few weeks ago. So the main features coming, I just listed a bunch of them. There's if you go to the roadmap on the Microsoft site, you will see a more extensive list. But these are the few things that, again, more popular features are coming soon. So you can create and use your own custom list template, as right now you have about 8 of those. So you can create yours or modify existing one and use it for your organization. Update the list capability in Microsoft Teams, to be able to set rules and comments and mentions. The calendar view already exists there. So if your list has a calendar and a time, you can add a calendar and you can look at those, what is coming up and from there. Improve people picker and rich text editing, for the text field. Again, a smart people picker within a SharePoint, a calendar view in the list web part. So what it allows you to do, that you can actually put that web part into any other SharePoint site and access that information. On the mobile, with the iOS, you will be able to do the comment. iPad support is coming, and they are working on the Microsoft list for Android. On the admin side, that what is coming, it is a versioning list to be on by default. So again, you have versioning for everything within the SharePoint and the OneDrive and so on, and so you have that by default, and also be able to enable disable the commenting that is coming as a part of the admin. So those are the few things that's coming soon, but I'm sure there's more future definitely coming very shortly. That said, again, I want to thank you for attending our today's session. I hope you find it informative. Again, if you need more information on the Microsoft list or any other Microsoft products, please feel free to reach out to us either directly through LinkedIn or through our website. We'd be happy to answer any question you will have. We will post a recording of this presentation on our YouTube channel as youtube.com/pointalliance and on other social media channels. Our next event is scheduled for April 20th. Again, we're running a Solution for Success third Tuesday of each month. So our next one is on Shift in Microsoft Teams. Again, lots of great tools and utilities built into the Microsoft cloud license that you have, and the one we're going to talk about is Shift, so which I think you're going to find it very beneficial to use within your organization, and also helps you with the management of how many people are in the office at a given time through the COVID, and so has lots of great future. So we hope that you register and we see you at our next month event. That said, that brings our today's webinar to conclusion. We are right at 12, as we promised, going to be only 30 minutes to make sure we are cognizant of your time. Thank you again, and hope to see you soon.